All right, everyone, I'm back. Just wanted to say sorry for not posting as much as I should. I've been traveling the last 3 weeks for work, so it's made it hard to keep up with the YouTube. Honestly, have not been hunting much at all this year, so don't have much content on camera, but I did get a buck off camera, so I kind of want to just give you guys an update of what's going on with my season and the season that my family's having and like all my hunting partners and everything like that. So yeah, just gonna fill you guys in, give you a little mid-season update. Bow season's coming to a close. Wednesday, November 15th is the opening of gun season here in Michigan. So gonna be looking forward to spending the day with family, taking some time off of work, maybe put a buck on the ground too. So that being said, I haven't hunted much, but we've taken some great bucks off the property this year already. I just want to run through the bucks that we have taken off the property already this year, and kind of just fill you guys in. So first, my cousin Grant shot this really nice buck. It's a really nice 6-point, super wide, biggest 6-point I've seen. Is probably a 2.5 or 3.5-year-old 6-point. Super long G2s. Not sure what happened with the genetics, but he just didn't end up developing into an 8. Not a ton of spread, but it's like that's a shooter buck on our property all day long. That's exactly what we're going after. 2.5, 3.5-year-olds. Great buck. You know, you can't draw it up any better. He had a crazy hunt with this one. I can't really fill you guys in as much as he can, so if you want to hear more about this buck, I would go check out his page at Tactical Pursuit on YouTube. All right, and then same weekend, Matt, friend, came up from Arkansas, shot his first buck. It ended up being 8 4x4 frame with some kickers, which made it a 10, a Michigan 10. Great buck, great first deer for him. All right, and then a couple weeks later, I got into a buck here. Ended up getting into this nice Michigan 8 here. Just a solid 4x4, good length tines, exactly what we're going for on our property. 2.5 years old. Yeah, wasn't my biggest buck to date, but you know, I'll take it. I didn't know when I was gonna get a chance to hunt next, so I'm really glad that I was able to put a buck on the ground and put some meat in the freezer. Had my dad out there help me, just run you guys through kind of what happened. So the stand I was hunting in kind of borders a swamp off like to the left of the stand, and this buck was coming in like straight at me. He was coming straight, running the water line straight towards me. So I waited for him to kind of get past me a little bit, but I was afraid he was going to get too close to me and win me. Even though the wind was in my favor, the wind was hitting me in the face. You know, when they get within like 15 yards, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference at that point, I've noticed. So was really hoping that he would give me a shot before he got too close. But I ended up shooting him at 25 yards. He was quartering to me a little bit too much. I definitely got one lung. I'm not sure if I hit the other one, but I definitely got one good lung, and he was bleeding good. Ended up going maybe 100 yards, but took us on a hell of a wild goose chase because he ran up a pretty steep hill and then fell down the backside of it. So about 200-yard track job, but really he was only alive for about 100 yards of it. So, you know, I smoked him, but after we had gone about 200 yards, I'm like, where is this deer? And then he ended up being dead, not too far actually from where I shot him, maybe about 70 yards from where I had initially shot him. But you know, he just kind of fell down a hill, which made it a little difficult of a track job, I guess. He actually, funny story, so he ran up a hill to the left of where I shot him. So he ran up and then fell down the back side of the hill and ended up dying not maybe 20 yards from where I shot this guy a couple years back. And the whole time I was thinking, dang, maybe he died right in the same spot as the other 8-point I shot a couple years ago. And he ended up taking us about 100 yards out of the way, but ended up dying about 20 yards from where this one died here. So my Uncle Bill, he got into a nice 8-point last weekend. Exactly what we're going for, 2.5, 3.5 years old, nice tine length. Great buck, great Michigan buck. So those are the 4 bucks that we've taken off property so far this year. And there's still great bucks running around. Our cameras are getting hit all the time. We're seeing good, solid 2.5, 3.5-year-old deer still moving around. So I think opening day gun season will be prosperous for us. We're gonna have the whole wood's gonna be covered between me, my cousin Grant, brother Logan, my dad, and my uncle. We'll have our piece pretty covered. So looking forward to still bow hunting public land. I've really made it a goal of mine to shoot a buck on Michigan public land. And if you know anything about Michigan hunting, you know that it's high pressure. It's definitely one of those things where you got to be into it. You got to love it, because I mean, you're going to be competing with half the damn state, I feel like. I think it's like 9 hunters per square mile in this state, which is a lot. It's a lot compared to the rest of the United States. I do know that. So looking forward to shooting a Michigan public buck here. I'm going to do everything I can to shoot one this year, but like I said, work's been really crazy. I have no idea when I'm traveling next. Or what I'm up to. My schedule is not really up to me at this point. I don't know. We got after the geese one morning when Matthew was up here. That was real fun. It's always real fun just doing a goose shoot. They're all over the place here in Michigan, so got after them then. I think we took out 11 or 12 geese. And other than that, I haven't done any hunting. Real quick, just forgot to mention, just another highlight that I had in the last like 4 weeks. So the same weekend that Grant shot that nice 6-point, had a really fun public land sit. Didn't end up shooting anything, but Grant was actually cameramanning for me, and had like a little buck, just a little spike at like 5 yards. We were just sitting on the ground, no stands up where we were hunting. So we had a little spike running at 5 yards and some does follow him. I was all jittery because, I thought I was going to tag out, but it was just cool to have a buck at like 5 yards on the ground. Played the wind perfectly. Definitely won that hunt and got some good footage of it too. You guys updated with what else is to come. I'll do an opening day gun season video. Travel schedules died down a lot, so I should be able to put out some more videos easier. All right.